The best revenge is the one people never suspect. Here's how I managed to get even with the worst neighbor in human history. When my neighbor accused me of having a loud party while I was sound asleep, I realized a normal conversation wouldn't help here. And you know what's the funniest part? One evening, my landlord called to say that the neighbors had complained that I was throwing a wild party and keeping them awake. The humor of the situation was that I was alone, sleeping with no lights on and absolutely no noise. Completely alone. Total silence. That's when I understood. This woman was simply waging war. The property had a shared shed with an electric lawnmower, and since I was mowing my half of the lawn, I decided to do a good deed and cut their side too. You would have done the same, right? But when the cord didn't reach their entire yard, I plugged it into their outlet to finish the job. What happened the next day shocked even our mailman. The neighbor threw a massive fit because I used her electricity, although it cost pennies to mow her own lawn. Can you imagine? Instead of thanking me, she got mad. Honestly, I've never seen an adult with such a red face. The day after, she did something that made me contemplate human pettiness. The neighbor had someone install clear padlocked boxes over her outlets. When she wasn't home, I checked out the locks, cheap ones from the supermarket. And that's when the idea of the century hit me. So I went to the supermarket, bought identical locks, and swapped them with hers. What would happen next? I couldn't even imagine. A few weeks passed, and one day, when I had almost forgotten about my little plan, something incredible happened. I looked out my window and saw her trying to deal with the overgrown lawn. Have you ever felt pure, unstained satisfaction? Watching her futilely slam a hammer against those locked boxes for half an hour, cursing the entire world, was the sweetest revenge I've ever witnessed. And the best part of this story? She still doesn't know who replaced those locks. And I learned a valuable lesson. Sometimes the best revenge is prepared slowly and served cold.